Medusa, the Greek monster story and myths. Medusa was never always considered a monster. In fact, it was the opposite. Her name meant guardian, ruler, or to protect. She was the youngest daughter of the two sea titans, Phorcys and Ceto. Medusa, along with her sisters, Stheno and Euryale, was a Gorgon as well, and among them was the most beautiful and the only mortal one of the three. Medusa and her beauty. She had great beauty and many men lusted for her, but she remained a pure virgin as she desired to serve goddess Athena as a priestess in her temple. Many visited the temple to have a glance at her beauty and even claimed that Athena had no comparison to Medusa's looks or her long silky hair. This challenged Athena's jealousy. Medusa and Poseidon. One day, Medusa walked along the shores of the sea when Poseidon, the sea god, spotted her and instantly fell for her looks. He tried to win her over but was rejected multiple times because if she wished to be priestess in Athena's temple, she must stay a virgin. Poseidon, however, did not stop there. He took her as a possession that he could easily take away from Athena, as the two had conflicts with each other during that time. He got tired of being rejected, so he decided to take her by force. Medusa asked for Athena's protection, but her request was delayed. She fell into the hands of Poseidon, who raped her inside Athena's temple of worship and left Medusa in her miserable state. Moments later, Athena arrived and was enraged with the events that had happened and decided to punish Medusa because punishments against gods was unthinkable. Athena cursed Medusa. The hair that Athena was once envious of, turned into a head of venomous snakes, her beautiful skin into hideous scales. Medusa became the most hideous out of the three sisters. Whoever looked at her eyes would instantly turn into stone. She was banished from civilization. Medusa the monster. The word spread of the monster Medusa had become, and eventually became a target of many warriors who wanted her head as a trophy. Many suffered the fate and were turned into stones. It was said that before turning them into stones, she only looked at them with fear and was angry at the gods for punishing her. Perseus and the death of Medusa. Later, Perseus's mother was being forced into marriage with King Polydectes, who was trying to get rid of Perseus, son of Zeus, assigned him with the task of retrieving Medusa's head. In order to complete the task, he required aid from the gods. He was given a helmet by Hades, god of underworld, that would make him invisible, a pair of winged sandals by Hermes, god of trade, for him to fly up to Medusa, a bronze shield by Athena, goddess of war, that was able to reflect the gaze of her, and lastly a sword by Zeus, king of gods, that was sharp enough to cut the head of Medusa. Since she was the only one mortal of the three sisters, he was able to slay her looking at the reflection of his shield. The children of Medusa. At the time of her death, Medusa was pregnant with Poseidon's child, and when she was beheaded, her two unborn children, Pegasus, the mythical winged horse, and Chrysaor, a giant, sprung from her neck. Medusa's head. Perseus used Medusa's head to aid him in many of his adventures, and it played a crucial role in defeating the Titan. It was said that the corals of the Red Sea were formed by her blood, which spilled when Perseus kept her head beside the shore. Perseus further went on to save his mother and turned King Polydectes into stone. He then handed over the head to goddess Athena, who placed it on her shield. Myths about Medusa. Medusa is one of the most misunderstood characters from Greek mythology and was often looked as a hideous, cruel monster. All she desired was to be a priestess and placed her trust in the hands of the one she worshipped, goddess Athena, who failed her and punished her for something she had no control over. Even after Medusa's death, she can be seen as a symbol of good, as her head was used to keep evil away.